Louis Vuitton, the preeminent luxury fashion brand globally, holds the title of being the most valuable in its industry. Its CEO, Bernard Arnault, possesses the remarkable distinction of being the second wealthiest individual worldwide, boasting a net worth of approximately $180 billion. When observing the current level of success, it is quite hard to believe that this company came from the humble beginnings of a man who endured homelessness during his teenage years, lacked formal education, and sought shelter in the forest. Louis Vuitton's journey exemplifies a true rags-to-riches story. However, alongside its remarkable ascent, the company has faced adversities, such as a hostile takeover, numerous legal disputes, and a myriad of controversies. This fascinating story encapsulates the remarkable evolution of Louis Vuitton, a modest family enterprise, into one of the most valuable and dominant brands in the world. Chapter 1: The Remarkable Odyssey of a Homeless Teen. Louis Vuitton, born in 1821, grew up toiling on his family farm in the secluded French village of Angers, where life lacked electricity and running water. His father, Xavier, worked as a miller and farmer, while his mother, Corinne, supplemented their income crafting hats. Unfortunately, there are no records of Louis receiving any formal education, as the nearest school lay 6 miles away. Consequently, he dedicated himself to full-time labor on the family farm, devoid of reading or writing skills. Each day, from dawn till dusk, he worked tirelessly to put food on the table for his struggling family. As if life couldn't get harsher, tragedy struck when his mother passed away when he was just 10 years old, leaving his father to remarry a controlling and manipulative stepmother, leading to frequent conflicts. At the age of 13, Louis made a daring decision to escape his tumultuous home life and set his sights for Paris. Under the cover of darkness, he slipped away without a single goodbye. However, a daunting obstacle loomed before him. Paris stood a staggering 225 miles away, with no money or sustenance to aid him on his journey. Thus, he embarked on a treacherous path, traversing dirt roads and enduring countless nights in the woods, with an empty stomach and only a cloak to provide some warmth. Whenever he stumbled upon a new village, he exchanged odd jobs for meager food or coins. But it was never enough for shelter, leaving him reliant on whatever makeshift refuge he could find. Through these trials, Louis learned various skills from craftsmen, honing his expertise in metalwork, stone masonry, fabric manipulation, and woodworking. This diverse repertoire of talents would later play a pivotal role in transforming his life. Nevertheless, his progress was painfully slow, and it took him 3 arduous years to reach the dazzling streets of Paris. Chapter 2: From Craftsman to Visionary. After arriving in Paris, Louis Vuitton landed a job as an apprentice box maker and packer. This involved creating custom-sized boxes and handling the packaging and unpacking for affluent clients going on trips. He worked tirelessly, impressing many with his exceptional skills. In 1851, the Empress of France took notice and appointed him as her personal box maker, an extraordinary achievement. From a poor teenager to a respected role among royalty, Louis Vuitton's journey was truly remarkable. Yet, his aspirations reached beyond this newfound success. At 33 years old, after marrying and saving money, Louis took a daring step. He established his own box-making workshop in Paris, determined to sell his own creations. Noticing a flaw in existing luggage, he innovated by using canvas instead of leather, allowing for flat-top trunks that could be stacked efficiently. This transformed the industry and marked the beginning of modern luggage. With his growing reputation and connections in high society, Louis Vuitton's new line of luggage instantly gained popularity. He even introduced a catalog for customers to browse and request personalized items. Within 2 years, his suitcases became a coveted symbol of elegance, favored by the wealthy as a status symbol. The brand's fame spread, attracting orders from around the world, including requests from royal figures in faraway places like Egypt. By 1859, Louis had earned enough to expand his business, hiring skilled craftsmen and establishing a workshop outside Paris with a team of 20 employees. As train and boat travel became more common, Louis Vuitton's success soared. Travel was no longer exclusive to the wealthy, and people from all walks of life desired high-quality luggage. It seemed Louis had secured his place among the greats. Unfortunately, as France faced imminent war, tragedy loomed, ready to strike once again in Louis Vuitton's extraordinary life. Chapter 3: A Fresh Start. In 1870, at the age of 49, the Franco-Prussian War erupted, forcing Louis Vuitton to flee his home and endure the hardships of living in a cramped shelter. When he finally returned to his shop in 1871, he discovered utter devastation. His hard work obliterated. Undeterred, he resolved to rebuild his business using his savings, vowed to making it even better than before. Seizing the opportunity presented by numerous vacant shops due to the war, Louis opened a new store in a wealthy part of Paris, strategically located near the railway station and the Grand Hotel. Travelers seeking quality luggage no longer had to search far to find the Louis Vuitton store. In 1872, Louis introduced a fresh design, a beige canvas with stripes. This innovative style became immensely popular and admired for its modernity. Although many tried to imitate his creations, Louis Vuitton's bags remained superior in quality, earning the trust and preference for customers. For the next 2 decades, Louis worked diligently at his new Paris shop until his passing at the age of 70. His legacy endured through his son George, who took the reins of the family business and aimed to expand its reach globally. To combat counterfeiters, George introduced the iconic LV monogram in 1896, incorporating his father's initials as a tribute. He also devised a revolutionary lock for the trunks, rendering them impervious to thieves. By 1900, the company boasted 100 employees and continued its steady growth. Each employee underwent extensive training to become an expert box maker. Even today, Louis Vuitton employees undergo rigorous training lasting up to 18 months to 2 years before they are entrusted to craft products independently. The brand ventured into new product lines inspired by another fashion icon, Coco Chanel. In 1925, Chanel's success prompted Louis Vuitton to create more small leather bags, such as the Keepall, Speedy, and Noe. Before Louis Vuitton, handbags were perceived as bulky and lacking elegance, but the company played a significant role in transforming them into fashionable accessories. In 1936, George Vuitton passed away, passing the company to his son, Gaston Louis. However, Gaston assumed control during a challenging period as France headed towards another war. World War II led to cancelled contracts and the closure of the Louis Vuitton factory. Paris once again faced turmoil. To salvage the business, Gaston reluctantly collaborated with Nazi Germany, a fact the company has sought to obscure. Despite their wartime collaborations, brands that refused to cooperate with the Nazis were forced to shut down. Gaston's decision was driven by the need to ensure the survival of the company. Similarly, other fashion designers, including Coco Chanel, made compromises to protect their businesses in Paris. Without their choices, their brands may not have endured to this day. Chapter 4: The Struggle for Louis Vuitton's Legacy. When Henri Recamier took charge of Louis Vuitton after Gaston's passing in 1970, he brought a wealth of business experience that propelled the brand to new heights. As the fourth-generation leader, Henri transformed the family-owned company into a global corporation. He shifted the business model from wholesale to retail and expanded Louis Vuitton's presence worldwide, including a significant entry into the Japanese market. Sales rocketed from $20 million to $260 million in just 6 years, leading to the company's decision to go public in 1984. With the infusion of capital, Henri opened more stores and achieved the remarkable milestone of $1 billion in sales by 1987. Henry also orchestrated a merger between Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy, forming the luxury conglomerate known as LVMH. However, tensions arose between Henry and the president of Moet Hennessy, prompting Henry to seek assistance from property developer Bernard Arnault. Little did Henry know that inviting Bernard in as an investor would backfire. Bernard quietly acquired 43% of Louis Vuitton's share and gained support from the Moet and Hennessy families, leading to a power struggle. Henry, feeling betrayed, took Bernard to court, aiming to regain control of Louis Vuitton. Unfortunately, the courts ruled in Bernard's favor, leaving Henry furious and prompting him to sever ties with the company. For the first time in nearly a century, no member of the Vuitton family remained involved in the brand. Following the drama of the hostile takeover, Louis Vuitton faced a decline in sales and diminishing media coverage. However, Bernard Arnault knew how to reverse the company's fortune, collaborating with the renowned fashion designers for the 100th anniversary collection. Louis Vuitton breathed new life into its iconic LV monogram logo. Designers like Vivienne Westwood and Isaac Mizrahi created unique interpretations of the logo, capturing the attention of customers and revitalizing the brand. Bernard's investment paid off immensely, and he now serves as the CEO of LVMH. As of 2021, Forbes recognized him as the world's richest man, with a net worth exceeding $180 billion. Despite his immense wealth, Bernard prefers to remain out of the spotlight, earning a reputation as the wolf in Kashmir for his shrewd business dealings. Under Bernard's leadership, LVMH has grown into a conglomerate that owns over 70 different luxurious brands, resulting from various acquisitions and mergers. From its humble beginnings with a destitute teenager, Louis Vuitton's journey has been an extraordinary tale of resilience and transformation. Chapter 5: Louis Vuitton in the Modern Era. In the modern day, Louis Vuitton continued its expansion by embracing vibrant and youthful styles that resonated with the new generation. The year 1997 marked a significant milestone with the appointment of Marc Jacobs as creative director. Under his guidance, Louis Vuitton introduced its first ready-to-wear line and its immensely popular Monogram Vernis collection of handbags. Jacobs' influence extended beyond accessories as he ventured into watches, jewelry, and sunglasses. Eventually, he moved on from Louis Vuitton to establish his own line of clothing and accessories. However, the brand has not been without its challenges. Louis Vuitton maintains a dedicated team of lawyers to combat copyright infringement, readily taking legal action against those who copy their iconic logo. They even sued Google for displaying search results and ads, leading to counterfeit bags. Although Google emerged victorious, arguing they cannot control user-generated content, Louis Vuitton remains vigilant in protecting its intellectual property. Louis Vuitton also explored collaborations, including a notable partnership with Supreme that expanded its reach to a previously untapped demographic. Ironically, Louis Vuitton initially sued Supreme for logo infringement until they realized the profitability of collaboration. Today, Louis Vuitton Supreme items command exorbitant prices on the resale market, with leather trunks selling for $125,000 and LV Supreme hoodies surpassing $5,000. Counterfeiting has been a persistent problem for Louis Vuitton throughout its history, resulting in significant financial losses. Estimates suggest they lose hundreds of millions of dollars annually due to counterfeit versions of their products. However, despite these challenges, Louis Vuitton shows no sign of slowing down. It remains a coveted brand, particularly among the rich and famous, and holds the distinction of being the world's top fashion brand, valued at $39 billion. With over 400 stores worldwide, Louis Vuitton has become synonymous with luxury and can be found in almost every major city. And there you have it, the remarkable story behind the iconic luxury brand Louis Vuitton. What do you think of it? Does the brand live up to its hype and give justice to its massive price tag? Or is it simply way too overpriced for its products? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.